One, Holly with Keller Beads and Kateri Designs here. Today we're going to go through my Howlite box. I have this on the Keller Beads page as a lot purchase, and it's sat still, so I'm just going to go ahead and break up the pieces so that we can try to move this stuff. So there's just varying types of the beads here. You have everything you could possibly use right now to actually make yourself a necklace or a bracelet or whatever you want to get creative to make. So we'll just dive right in here. And first up is, these are from Confetti Cowgirl. These are 30mm stars. And these, I think there's some form of, like, come out of Bead Gallery, because Bead Gallery has the same thing. I'm not sure who really came up with this. It looks like the same thing, something out of Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But they're 30mm pieces, and as I told you, I still have them on the tag. You just get whatever the tag price is, and we're rounding up because it's under 80 cents. So it is $5. So half of that would be $2.50. I have 2 strands that are full strands and are on the tags complete. They have really different kind of colors because that's what Howlite does. It's just, you know, it's reconstituted turquoise is what I think it is, but not really sure. And maybe it's its own stone. But I've been told both things, so that's why I don't know for sure. I never really took the time to look it up. Alright, so these are the same length. They're different colors on the strands. And I think they just placed them in different places. So this one has a purple and this one doesn't. So they're different. These will be on the Keller Beads page, and I'll have it under the Album of Howlite box. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars on each strand. So you can see, kind of get a relative size of what they are. If I had a quarter, I could show you. I don't. They're, you know, they're about the size of a quarter if you went the way, you know, the tips sticking out. Anyway, so that's that. This is imitation beaded turquoise. I think what the site says is that it's like a bead marble resin imitation dyed pink, 4mm to 9 times 5x5 millimeter. Just varying sizes. It says 5x5s in here, but I think there's more than that. It's a 35-inch strand, but there's 2 of them. I think there's really more than that, because there's probably about, this looks to be about 500 beads, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. It's a bag of beads. I'm not guaranteeing the amount. So the bag is $5 for the whole bag, so it would be $2.50 with half off. And then my next one are these really pretty butterflies, and this is a $6 for the strand. And it's 25mm bead, and there's 15 pieces. It's from Bead Gallery. See how pretty that is? It's just, and this is some kind of tubing in between. It's a rubber tubing. Now, for those of you who know dyed Howlite, you're going to see some of that stuff, because it's dyed, you're going to see some of that rub off a little bit. So, you might see that in your beads. So you'll want to use a type of string material that you're not going to be seeing, because if it leaches off in between the holes some. That's what Howlite does that. So that's that. And I'm going to put you on pause a minute because my monitor isn't working. Okay. So, and I am only partially in here. There we go. I'm trying to move this in here just a little bit more, but it's not because the lid's there. So, all right. The monitor helps me keep in frame. Okay, I have these nugget bags, and there are different types of colors. They're $6 a bag. So, and they'll vary in size on the nuggets. So, and so half that would be $3 each. There's 25 pieces. These are different, they call it curved design Howlite, and this is a mixed strand, although that says lime strand. It's actually mixed, because I think she had bought, and when I say she in my videos, it's mostly regarding the woman I got the bulk of my stuff from. who just quit beading, and I got the majority of my stuff from her. And then my last estate sale, true estate sale I went to was because somebody passed away. So, but this one is from the person who quit. She just quit beading, and I got most of her stuff. There's 12 pieces. It's $6, and these are 25 millimeter approximately. Depending if my calipers are right. Let me show you how they actually looked. They have their built-in little finding which you can use. But I suppose you could use either side. I mean, they have them. You could put it as a link, or you can just have it as a pendant. The holes go through here, and you can see how there's a little bit of dye on that. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. A little dye on that. And we'll hit the autofocus button. Hopefully I'll start autofocusing. That's because that's what Howlite does. When you have it on strands, it goes through. I think they dip it with the string in there sometimes. Or if they put them on there, they're not fully dried before they put them on the strand. But you'll see that with Howlite a lot. Though once you get it, it doesn't really rub off very much on you. It's just through the hole wherever you put something in. So there's 12 pieces, and it's $6 for the bag. So that would be $3. Okay. And then we have these wonderful donuts. They're from Fire Mountain, as is the pink. And these are limited edition. They don't have them anymore at Fire Mountain. Okay, this is also limited edition. They're 50 cents a piece. They're a package of 8. And I have 24 pieces in total, so that would be 4 packages. Or, excuse me, 3 packages with 8 pieces. Hello, math. Okay, so it is $12 for the bag, and so half that would be $6. And these are really good quality. They do not rub at all. They're really well made, and they're even shiny. They're the shiny pieces. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in a little bit more. There you go. Isn't that pretty? So you can see how shiny that is. It's not, and it is definitely not rubbing off anywhere. Howlite, just like everything else, you have quality, and quality people make them. And oops, I almost spilled my whole bag here. Did y'all hear that? One of the bags went off. So put you on pause before my dog eats it. Okay, sorry about that. That's called the MS drop. My fingers are like Butterfingers, so but that's $12 for the whole bag. There's actually a quantity of 3. She never used any of them. So, all right. So let's see. Butterflies, baby butterflies. These are smaller, and they are. Oh, didn't have the size on them. Darn it! I thought I had the sized everything. I tried to get everything done this time, so I didn't have to do any of it. These are baby. Oh, I'm supposed to do it this way. Here we go. The biggest portion of this wing to wing is 20 millimeter by, let's see. Oh, come on. See, I got Butterfingers now. Zip this in just a little bit more. I'm having a hard time with it on the strand. That looks to be 18. So 20 by 18. Aren't they pretty? And there's 2 strands per pack. So, and it looks to be 7 pieces on the strand. So those are really pretty. And I have 2 of them. And they look to be similar. They'll be posted on there. As always, I'll have this posted before I post this video. I'll have this album up so you can shop right away if you find something you like while you're shopping. Okay, so this one is also Bead calorie. There's 13 pieces. There's 40 cents a piece. And it's $5 because it came on a strand of 15. These are all separated. And you can see these are kind of muted. Kind of. See how they kind of look? They're supposed to look like they're antique-ish. And so that's those. And then I have another whole strand here somewhere. I thought. Maybe I don't. Oh, this was the whole strand. And that was why it was $6. And that's why I put on there 40 cents. That's why. Because it's $6 for the whole strand, and so 2 pieces were missing. So it would only be 80 cents, but I took it down to a whole $1 off. So, all right. And as usual, everything is half off Always half off at Killer Beads. I had someone ask me what's half off. Everything is half off, always half off. It's just always half off. Whatever I have listed on the page it's half off that. I take it off at when I go through PayPal, who I'm using right now to invoice because it's the easiest for me to use. When I do that, it takes the price off. So, all right. I just had this. Oh, these are 16 millimeter Howlite stars, and they're $1.70 a piece. I found the only place I could find these was on what do you call it? Etsy, and they had the whole strand, which was I think like 22 pieces or something. However, it came out. It was a whole lot of pieces, and she had it for $14.70 for the strand. And so I divided that among the amount and came up with $1.70. So, but that's for those. These I have different colors. I have purple, white, but that was like an off-white, like an eggshell white, purple. This brown, it's like a coffee brown, yellow. And then I have pink, and I have green. These wonderful looking different color greens. And I have the turquoise colored, those, and these are different. These are like with a little bit of veining, and this is turquoise with a lot of veining. And this one actually is reconstituted turquoise, and these are Howlite, or possibly reconstituted turquoise, because I don't really know. This is actually Bead Gallery, so it's the same price. It would be, even though it's reconstituted, it got hidden behind all these, and I didn't realize it because I thought everything was the same. All right, but those will be the same. So that's those, and they're 16 millimeter Howlite with the exception of the reconstituted turquoise. Okay, and I'll put the price per bag, but some people may not want the whole bag. They might want just a few of each color or whatever. So we'll find out. Okay, these are 26 millimeter Howlite stars. They're $2.50 a piece, and these are $1.70 a piece. So, and these are, I think, yeah, I said 26 millimeter, and I've got red and pink and brown and purple and turquoise colored and some dark browns and some off-white color. I think that's the natural Howlite color, but I'm not sure. Some greens, just like in this colors, and some yellows. These yellows are a little bit darker. They're not as bright, but there's a couple that are. Okay. And that's all those, and they're $2 a piece, which half off that would be $1 a piece. And those, again, that's what I found. I couldn't find anything. I found the other ones, the butterflies, but I couldn't find those. So, these are like a Texas star for those of y'all are in Texas. It just says star, but it's kind of like the Texas star. And they're $6 for 24 pieces. And then we have these baby starfish. They're so cute. Aren't they adorable? Let's pull them out of their package there. Come on. And I don't think I wrote on here. I didn't. And these are Howlite. Aren't they cute? Little starfish. Just different colors. These don't sell. I'll probably use these. I always say that and then I never get to it because I do other stuff so much. And I try to make stuff with my granddaughter, but she's not old enough to really appreciate it yet. She's old enough to like break it. But not really. But if this doesn't sell, I might make a necklace or something for out of it. I do make children's stuff too, so if you see something you like and you want something made because you don't necessarily bead, you just like beads, then let me know. I do special orders, and I involve customers in what they make. I have several customers that get their stuff custom designed. Like in House Rate one, this is made out of little tiny Howlite beads. This is something you can do with Howlite. Oh, come on. It's wanting to focus in on what's behind me, behind my hand. There we go. Now this is little tiny Howlite beads. These are 4 millimeter little beads. that I use, and I just put it all together. It's very whimsical with the little Pegasus on there. This is my granddaughter's, and I did it with a magnetic clasp, because you know how kids like pulling on their necklaces because they don't like wearing them. So rather than it breaking whenever she pulls on it, clasp would pop on it if she pulled on it. But this is made with wire, so she wouldn't be able to pull it, break it anyways. But I also didn't want her pulling it and hurt herself. So, all right, back to the beads. We have these piece beads. There's 2 bags of them. $6 for 26 pieces. It is a 16-inch strand, so all the pieces are there. You can see there's very pretty. Just really unique. So there's 26 pieces, and there's 2 bags of those. 1, 2. At $6 a piece. So half off of that would be $3 each. Now these are reconstituted Howlite 30 millimeter by 38 millimeter butterflies. They're $9 for all of these butterflies that are right here. And I have different colors, and I'm not even in focus, sorry. Different colors. I've got orange and white and yellow. There's another white, so I've got 3 of the yellow, 3 of the yellow, 2 of the orange, 1 of the white, 1 of the purple. You can see it's really pretty. And 1 of the red, 1 green, and 1 blue of this style butterfly. And then my next one is this other butterfly. I'll show it to you. And it's puffy. It's like a puffy one. And they're blue. They're all blue, I think. Yeah, all of them are blue. And they're 35 by 25 millimeter. And they're $1.50 each. And there's quite a few of them. So I think I have 3 or 4 or 5 in a bag. It just depends. So I can see how many I have, and then I'll put them in bags. When I have it marked up, I'll put it on there what it is for all of them if you want them. So I'll just put this in here for now and figure out what I'm going to do with that. So that's my Howlite box, and I hope that you enjoy shopping. I've got several customers now. I've had several people go on there. So if you have shopped with me before, if you don't mind leaving a comment or a review. And if you don't mind liking the page, I'd appreciate it. And also, if you want to go into Kateri Designs, I have a group page where I have most of the items for sale, because it was hard for me to get anybody to find out that I'd put something on there with the business page. Facebook wants you to pay for your posts. So they only limit to a small little audience, not everybody on your business page. And if you have Facebook business page, you know what I'm talking about. And even on the group pages, it's limited, especially if it's public. You put a $sign on your personal page, and they limit that post too. So they get you any way they can. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please subscribe, and I will talk to you soon, and God bless.